What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back with another crime talk with Zowoki, and today we're going to be take a look at more of a theory of mine, since I've been thinking about this quite a bit and certain things that are not adding up and things that I've been reading when it comes to the Chris Watts videos and then the Nichol Kessinger videos that we've been doing for the past couple months. And you're going to start having a head scratch once you start thinking about this and of what I might say. Now, again, disclaimer, this is my opinions, my theories. It's nowhere anywhere going to decide anything for future cases. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, it may open. There's been people stating that it will never reopen because it went to trial. This case never went to trial, and with prejudice, it was never closed. So I don't know where those people are coming up with that. So cases can open up all the time. I'm guessing in the future, maybe, fingers crossed, we'll see it open up because of all the YouTube channels, not including just myself, that have all these theories and opinions, and hopefully maybe Chris decides to throw his mistress on the bus because he's mentioned how many times there's things that he's going to take to the grave with Nichol. So with that being said, before we go any further, if you guys could do me a solid favor, which you guys are doing fantastic so far, is subscribe to the YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you'll get that little ring notification that Zowoki myself has posted that video. You guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for the continued love and support you guys show on this channel every single day. I can't thank you guys enough. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and we'll continue to keep growing together. That being said, we're going to take a look into a few things that we're looking at that don't make sense. Now, when it comes to the ring camera footage that we see Shannan coming into at 3 o'clock in the morning, you would think with this camera footage right here, you can see the whole front of the street. And when Chris leaves that garage that we saw not too long ago, he turns left onto this street. Why can't we use that camera footage to see who is in the front seat of that car? Is it just Chris, or is there a passenger as well? Theories have believed that Chris and Nichol were in that truck and that went out to the Anadarko oil site and dumped the bodies there of Shannan, Bella, CC, and unborn Nico. Now, which definitely would make sense that they would ride together, but then there was discrepancies that there was a truck scene that apparently this truck, if you guys could see this truck, that was seen at their location, the Watts houses, in the back, in between certain areas, between the hours of 5:15 and 7 a.m. There's a woman, I'll post the links in the description for this actual Reddit post that was posted of a Bette, I want to say. Bette, yeah, seems very rational and very positive about what she saw. She stated that she saw this truck between the houses and in the back of the Watts home. Very interesting. Now, apparently, this is Nichole's work truck. It's not a guaranteed that this is her work truck, but apparently, looking up all the stuff that I've looked up and have showed in this Reddit post, that this was Nichol Kessinger's work truck. Now, apparently, she had a different vehicle when it came to a Toyota, not Suburban, but SUV as her personal vehicle, but this was her Anadarko work truck. Now, I'm not quite sure, again, if that's 100% legit, but that's what everybody's saying. So, seeing this at the back of the location, which if we looked overhead, you guys can see right here of the Watts location. The far left is where the Watts home is. Now, the truck where you see at the bottom middle, or that white dually truck, that's where they stated they saw the truck now at 5:15 to 7 a.m. Now, it would be very hard to get some type of person, Shannan, into this truck. They stated that apparently Shannan was loaded into this vehicle and the girls were taken in the other vehicle, and they both went out to the location, which there was different tire treads out at Anadarko, obviously, which related and were identified as both Chris Watts' truck and Nichol Kessinger's truck, which is very ironic that those tire treads were there because they stated that they never went on location together. These are things that I've been reading over the past few weeks or the few couple weeks. And I'm just trying to put it out there for you guys to see if I'm onto something or if I'm completely just babbling on about nonsense. Just throwing this out there. But again, at the bottom right or the bottom left of the Watts home, you can see that window that has a window well. But if you look at the basement where Chris actually resided at in his bed in the basement location, because they were obviously having marital problems, that window that you see right there is the same window as the one of this one, bottom left of the back of the home. It would be pretty easy to open up that window and put something through. Am I onto something? Now, again, with the CCTV footage, Chris did state in an interview that he was being talked to and questioned, not interrogated, about if you had any CCTV locations. He said the front of the building and the back of the building, which found out at the back of the porch of the stairs of the right side, there's a CCTV that is missing. It's gone. Now, if other pictures have showed that the bracket is there, but the camera itself is gone. Very interesting indeed. Now, apparently they just put the picture, or they put the camera there so they could see the actual stairs, so nobody could go through the sliding door, which is in this Reddit post, which is very, very interesting to read. But that camera's gone. But the Ring camera in the front was never included in the research or the investigation, when I myself have a Ring camera now, and I can pick up a whole bunch of things of things moving, things not moving, and it's pretty detailed. I'm not going to tell you it's not 4K quality, but 1080p, you can get pretty close and zoom in and see who's in the cars and so forth like that. I may be onto something, I may not be onto something, but looking at the things here, apparently Chris and Nichol were looking up for paint for the Dodge Dakota, but then they're also stating that instead it was a Toyota vehicle, which is her SUV. Why were they both asking for paint for, one, a Dodge Dakota, which that truck is, and a Toyota? Interesting. I mean, looking at all this stuff when it comes to looking at this Reddit post, things are just not adding up, including Nichol Kessinger's phone that pinged in Frederickson, Colorado, where the Watts lived. Her truck was actually seen at that location. She did not show up to work on time, but punched out. Do you see where I'm coming at? A lot of people still, not just the one neighbor, other neighbors have mentioned about this truck being on location, the Watts house, that morning of the murders, and being, whose truck is this? And then they was never seen again after the murders. Very interesting. Again, with the 111-minute phone call, could that happen the night before with Nichol Kessinger and Chris Watts? Could that have been the phone call of the pretty much crossing the T's and dotting of the I's of everything that was going to take place that morning, because it was premeditated, pre-planned, and Chris and Nichol made sure that this was going to go in motion. I don't believe that Nichol or Shannan was killed upstairs in the bedroom. I believe that she was killed downstairs. I believe Nichol was there at that time. Chris mentioned that they did sleep together, which was Shannan and Chris. But why would he have done that if Nichol was possibly at the home? Now, they made it sound like that Nichol Kessinger was downstairs in the basement when Shannan came home. She stayed down there while she went upstairs with Chris. And where Chris and Shannan had been intimate together, that's when all hell broke loose, when Nichol came up, and then things took a turn for the worst. Now, again, this is just a theory, opinion, not completely mine, but I also started thinking into it that this could be even more of an opinion, or more than opinion, it could be a theory or a reality. Now, again, I'm just putting this out there for you guys to take with what you guys think and put it to your knowledge of what you might put together of more. Just little things are popping up more and more every day with this case. And that's why this is just not an open and closed case, because there's so many irregulars, indicators that are pointing towards Nichol that just don't make sense. Chris has mentioned how many times that things that he will take to his grave, but why would he say that and then we don't look into it? Again, there's so many indicators towards Nichol that show that she is not no innocent little woman, that she has a lot to tell. And if she's not going to be judged here, she will be judged when she goes to the afterlife. Just throwing that out there. So again, with that being said, comment your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys think I'm onto something? Do you guys think I'm completely off of something? Obviously, we're going to take a look at more and more evidence. I'll post this Reddit down below so you guys can read it, take a look at more, because things are just more of a head scratcher than anything, and it just makes you more upset and upset every day that you read this, and you read more things that got overlooked between police evidence and just overall things that should have been looked at. So hit the like button for more when it comes to crime talk on channel Zowoki. We're going to be taking a look at more and more different cases that you guys want me to take a look at, which I definitely enjoy watching and trying to pinpoint. And it's almost like Clue. Who murdered this person? Who murdered that person? With what weapon? In what room? It's pretty much like that. And that's why I want to do this. That's why other YouTubers out there, we want justice for those that have lost their lives with unfortunate events that never needed to take place. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it real, keep it safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys next time.